Hi my friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Legacy Stacker, and today we're going to cover my magic inflation quarter. At the same time, we'll be reviewing 90% or constitutional silver quarters that I stack. But first, to the computer. Now here we are at the SD Bullion website. Today is Monday, February 21st, 2022. The silver spot price is $24.01. Gold spot price is $1,903.86, which gives us a gold to silver ratio of 79-1. Hi, my precious metals fans. I am very excited to announce that SD Bullion has approved my channel into its Bullion affiliate program. So if you would like to purchase your precious metals from SD Bullion, please use my affiliate links below in the description. It won't cost you any more, and it will really help my channel out. SD Bullion is not sponsoring this video, but they are one of the most trusted bullion sites when purchasing precious metals. SD Bullion has some of the lowest prices of the big bullion dealers. I'll create a video on precious metals dealers in the future. Here's the disclaimer. The coins we'll be reviewing today are constitutional or 90% silver quarters, including the Washington quarter, the Standing Liberty quarter, and the Barber quarter. These coins are all part of my stack. Each two of these quarters are in approximately the same price range, or just over $200 right now. I stack these coins as 90% silver bullion, which is any silver coin in the US minted before 1965, so with the date of 1964 or earlier in history, which includes dollars, half dollars, quarters, and dimes. There was also a 1964 proof version minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and here's one in a proof set holder. I picked up this 1964 mint state set at the Fun Show. I keep my proof coins in either an airtight capsule or a holder like this one. I'll put a link up here of my constitutional silver playlist so you can check it out. First, let's take a look at the coins in this tube of Washington silver quarters. The first coin is a 1964 regular strike quarter, and if we look at the back, it's a Philadelphia minted coin with no mint mark. Here's the second coin, also from 1964. And if we turn it over to look at the reverse, we see that D from the Denver Mint. The mint mark is just below the wreath on which the eagle is perched. And our third coin is a Washington quarter from 1953. And if we look at the reverse, this coin was minted at the San Francisco Mint. So you can see the S mint mark there near the bottom of the coin. The Washington 90% silver quarters were minted from 1932 up until 1964, with proof versions from 1950 until 1964 as well. Then from 1965 on, the Washington quarters were clad with a satin finish quarter from the San Francisco Mint from 1965 through 1967. It's not until 1968 that the Washington quarters are produced in a proof version, which continued until 1991. I should note the 1976 bicentennial quarters were minted for 2 years, both in 1975 and 1976, but both contained the 1976 date. From 1992 to 1998, the San Francisco Mint produced both a proof quarter as well as a silver quarter. From 1992 until 1998, The San Francisco Mint produced both a proof quarter as well as a silver quarter during those years. From 1999 until 2008, the 50 state quarters were minted, and proof and silver quarters were both minted for each of those years as well. I've often thought of collecting these coins in their proof version, but as you know, I've been focused on my Morgan Silver Dollar collection. I'll put a link to my Morgan Silver Dollar collection playlist right up here. In 2009, the District of Columbia or Washington, D.C. quarters and the United States Territories quarters were minted. And from 2010 to 2021, the America the Beautiful quarters were minted. Hi, Legacy Stacker here. You may have noticed that I set up a Patreon account to help support this channel. As always, one thing I can promise you is that every dollar I receive from the channel, I will reinvest back into the channel. If you would like to help me support this channel, please become a bronze stacker, silver stacker, or gold stacker today. As a bronze stacker, we'll focus on health and fitness, beginning with my favorite healthy chocolate chip cookie recipe. They're made with almond flour, so they're gluten-free. As a silver stacker, we'll focus on coin stacking and collecting, beginning with my 90% constitutional coin guide. And you'll also have access to everything in the bronze stacker tier. As a gold stacker, we're focused on building an overall portfolio, as I will give you access to my portfolio of investments updated monthly. My portfolio contains paper assets like retirement and universal insurance investments, as well as physical assets like real estate and, of course, precious metals. In addition, you'll also have access to everything in the bronze and silver stacker tiers. I would really appreciate you becoming a bronze stacker, silver stacker, or gold stacker member of the channel today, and thank you for your continued support. Okay, now, let's discuss my magic inflation quarter. Again, the first quarter, the clad quarter on the left here, is worth 25 cents. However, the 90% silver quarter here on the right is worth over $4 due to its silver content, even more with the current premiums. In 1947, 75 years ago, I could buy a gallon of gasoline for my vehicle for the quarter or the 25 cents on the left today. In 2022, my magic quarter on the right, as I would like to call it, would also buy me a gallon of gasoline for my vehicle. That's the magic of 90% silver, and how stacking silver can be a hedge against inflation. I know inflation is a very hot topic right now, as we have been seeing inflation numbers that are the highest they've been in 40 years. So by saving 90% silver quarters, I can still buy a gallon of gasoline for my vehicle 75 years later. So the value of silver has gone up as inflation has gone up over many years. That's the magic of stacking silver. Okay, let's continue on with the standard Liberty quarters in this tube. This is a standing Liberty quarter from 1929 from the Philadelphia Mint, since there is no mint mark on the obverse or front of the coin. Our second coin is also from 1929, but this is a D standing Liberty quarter. You can see that D to the left and just above the date. Our third standing Liberty quarter is also from 1929, and if you look closely, again, above the date and to the left, you can see the S mint mark from the San Francisco Mint. The standing Liberty quarters were minted from 1916 through 1930 at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco Mints. I should note, there were no proof standing Liberty quarters minted. By the way, I really like these coin tubes. They're the numis tubes, as in numismatic. They're square, so they're great for stacking, and they have a clear top, so you can clearly see what's in them. In this case, I can see this is a case, or a tube rather, of Washington quarters. If you'd like to purchase these tubes, you can use the links in the description below. They won't cost you any more, and it will help support my channel in a small way. And thank you. Hi, my friends. As you can tell, I've made a decision to keep my identity anonymous on this channel for security reasons. Please feel free to participate in my million subscriber challenge by clicking on the subscribe button below. Do you really want to know who I am? If so, please click on the subscribe button, and when I reach 1 million subscribers, I will move from behind the camera to in front of the camera. That's my challenge to you. It won't cost you anything, and most of all, thank you. Here are some other comparisons of price changes due to inflation from 1947 up until today. The federal minimum wage was $3.71 versus $10 per hour today. The average price of a new car was around $1,800 in 1947 versus over $47,000 on average for a new vehicle today. The average rent in 1947 was just $20 versus over $1,100 a month today. A dozen eggs would just cost you 70 cents in 1947 versus $1.93 today. And the median income in 1947 was $3,000 a year versus $80,000 a year today. One other item I would like to bring up regarding the 90% silver coins. You may have noticed I don't refer to them as junk silver. Rather, I refer to them as constitutional silver. My reasoning is simple. With a 90% silver dime being worth approximately $2 instead of 10 cents, and a 90% silver quarter like the ones we reviewed today, and a 90% silver quarter being worth over $4 instead of 25 cents, they are too valuable to me to be considered junk silver. What do you think? Do you like the term junk silver? Let me know down in the comments. Now let's continue with the silver quarters in this tube. These are Barber Quarters. And our first quarter to look at is a 1899 silver quarter. And we'll see this is from the Philadelphia Mint, as there's no mint mark on the reverse. Our second Barber quarter is from 1916. And if we look at the reverse, you can see that this is a D mint mark. So this is from the Denver Mint. And yes, these coins are a lot more circulated because they're a lot older. The third Barber quarter we'll be looking at is from 1903. And if we turn it over to the reverse, it's an S mint mark coin from the San Francisco Mint. Our fourth Barber quarter is from 1908. And if we turn it over to the reverse, it has an O mint mark from the New Orleans Mint. The Barber quarter is the oldest of the coins so far, and the most circulated. Barber quarters were minted from 1892 through 1916 at the Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and New Orleans Mints. Proof Barber quarters were minted during the same years from 1892 up until 1916 for you collectors out there. This week's YouTube channel shout out of the week goes to the Coin Geek. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. Ben, the Coin Geek, is a coin shop owner from the old Pueblo Coin shop in Tucson, Arizona. I've actually purchased some of my graded Morgan silver dollars from his online coin shop. He talks about coin grading and collecting on his channel. Again, I'll leave a link to the Coin Geek's YouTube channel down below in the description. And always remember, my friends, silver and gold, it's wealth you can hold in your hands.